Here are today's colors. The topic of today's video is Marvel's newest TV shows and movies. There are about 6 new movies/shows, so I picked these colors to correspond with the respective Phase 4 media. Not even wasting any time, let's eat this up and paint some nails. So I love Marvel like a lot, and I love painting my nails. Phase 4 definitely has some good content material to talk about. Those are all the movies and shows you're going to get spoiled for. I haven't watched Eternals yet, so you won't have to worry anything about them. I'll probably reference earlier movies from before Phase 4, and that's just really on you if you haven't watched them. On to the first topic, my first color is black to represent Black Widow and her newest movie titled Black Widow. I started with her because I probably have the least to say about her. Black Widow was a decent movie. I just feel like it lacked a big bad villain. The leader henchman guy over the Red Room was a villain technically, but he just didn't feel like one. And ultimately, I feel like nothing got accomplished in the movie. I love the family dynamic in the movie, and Yelena and her dad were my favorite people ever. Yelena ate it up in every single scene she was in. I just didn't like it as a Marvel movie. If you told me it was just some random movie, I would have probably enjoyed it. But as a Marvel movie, I just feel like it wasn't up to standard. All in all, it was like a 6 out of 10. I chose green for Loki because, duh, but the TV show to me was pretty forgettable. It has been a while since I watched it, but I watched all of WandaVision and I still remember that pretty well, and that came out 2 months prior to Loki, so it didn't really leave a lasting impression on me. But I will say I love the development. I used to really not like Loki before this. I only really liked him in Ragnarok, but I did a whole 180 when I saw him in, the movie series or whatever. I really am starting to like Loki more because of the show. He wasn't just some crazy mass murderer anymore. He still is technically, but it's a bit more forgivable than it used to be. Overall, the show was a 7.5 out of 10. I picked purple/magenta for Wanda and Vision and their new show WandaVision because I don't have red, so this was the best it was going to get. But WandaVision was slow at its start, but once it picked up, it was pretty good. I absolutely love Vision. Like, after watching WandaVision, I just wanted to steal him away from everything because he deserved the entire world. Her kids were so cute. And Darcy is a queen. Don't play on her name. I didn't really like Maria Rambeau that much. Her powers were really cool, but her personality was just like, it was giving pick me. It was giving, Wanda, look at me. This isn't you. You aren't like this. And, I just didn't like that. The magic fight at the end wasn't as cool as it could have been, but I liked it a little bit. And Agatha looked raggedy in that final fight. Like, whoever her makeup artist wasn't given. I love that girl, but she didn't eat it up. I love the Scarlet Witch name drop, though. Like, I never realized that they had never said that before. Like, I always just thought Wanda was the Scarlet Witch, but I guess plot-wise, that never happened. But when Agatha told her she was the Scarlet Witch, I was like, dang. This kind of heat. It was a cool moment. Overall, I say it's a 7 out of 10 for the entire show. The orange is for ShangChi and his movie, ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I hope I'm saying that name right. I love ShangChi. Marvel really ate it up with that one. Like, his whole family was giving red carpet 10 out of 10 material. His mother was so fine. His daddy was so fine. His sister was fine. And him... We can't all be supermodels, I guess, or something. Just kidding. Not really, but he wasn't given. And the 10 rings. The power is so cool. Like, and for what? Honestly, it might just be my new favorite Marvel power. Like, the 10 rings is so cool. Shang-Chi was a little iffy with me. He was a loser, but like a cool loser who could fight. But, sometimes I just didn't like him. It didn't really take away from the movie, but, it was... Like, why would you act like that sometimes? I also feel like Shang-Chi didn't have a prominent villain, just like Black Widow. It wasn't giving Marvel movie big fight at the end. But it made up for a lot of stuff, so I'm not too mad about that. But you know what it doesn't make up for? The outfit that they put Shang-Chi in. I want to riot. Why did they think they have him in that Michael Jackson Thriller outfit, giving the raising from the dead? Why would they do that to him? That outfit was so... I give it like an 8 out of 10. The blue is for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. Falcon and the Winter Soldier made me so angry. I thought I was walking into a buddy cop movie series. I thought Bucky and Sam were gonna be happy. Why did Marvel trick me like that? Like, the audacity. It hurt me in my heart. In reality, the show was not that bad, but why? I wanted to be happy, and then they started bringing up systematic racism. I'm like, bro, what? What is this, honey, huh? Sam and Bucky could have been better fighters. John Walker could have been pushed off a cliff like he should have. I should have left the show feeling happy inside. But the show wasn't bad. I just thought this was going to be like a Kevin Hart rock buddy type movie. It wasn't giving that. But Sam and his sister were fine. Invite me to the next cookout. I will bring something. I will bring a plate. I give it a 7 out of 10, but I'm a little biased towards Sam and Bucky. My purple was reserved for the newest Hawkeye series. It's still going in motion right now because it's December 7th, so only like 3 episodes are out, but it's the best show. The best. I really like Hawkeye so much. Like, he was always like my favorite first original Avenger, right behind, and Captain America was behind him, but I always love Hawkeye. And Kate Bishop, she's a queen. Their banter is so wholesome, and if you couldn't tell by now, I love me some found family. And that mentor-mentee dynamic, that series lights a warm fire in my heart, and I love them for it. I can't wait till it finishes. Trust me, I'm gonna be a different person. Across the Spiderverse is gonna be a sequel to the Spiderverse from the first Spider-Verse, but it was Into the Spiderverse. That was the first one. They're saying the second one is gonna be called Across the Spiderverse, and it's gonna be a 2-part movie. Cause I saw this all on a short teaser on Marvel's Instagram, and it's set to come out in like a year or 2. But I'm ready. You don't even know how much I love Miles Morales. And if we talking about people and their family eating, Miles and his mother and his father, they all just snatched everybody else up. Everything. You can't tell me that they family don't hit differently. They understood the assignments. Anyways, yeah. And the Spider Team is literally a found family. So you already know I'm going to be going crazy when that thing goes out. You subscribe because you already know. #1 Spider-Verse fan. I didn't really like the Peggy Carter's episode of What If Season 1. It wasn't bad. It was just like recycled and boring. But I also thought Captain America, the first Avenger, was boring. So it was already something that didn't catch my attention. I was like, oh, what if Peggy was Captain America? I'm like, oh, I don't care. I don't care if Captain America was Captain America. That movie was boring. But she did eat. I love her fighting scenes. It was just wasn't given. The zombie apocalypse one could have been a bit more horror. Like, if they added a little bit more tension and horror and scary, that thing would have ate. It already did, but they could have made it so much better. The Thor episode made me so mad because Thor was like Thor 1 Thor. Like, he was arrogant and bossy and just a bad person. And I just wanted to strangle him whenever he was on scene. Captain Marvel came up though, and that fight was beautiful. But still didn't like that episode. Oh yeah, the Doctor Strange and Avengers of the Multiverse one, I love that. Like, that whole episode was so aesthetic. It had like purple and blue, and just the ones where Doctor Strange were in them, those ones were the best thing you could ever imagine in your life. The one where he was trying to save his girlfriend, ooh, just wanted to fine dine in that. Those episodes were so good. I love the animation and the pretty colors and everything. Doctor Strange, did I just say Doctor Strange? No. What If Season 2 is going to go so hard. I'm so ready for it. Y'all need to hurry up and get that out of here. Alright, I'm done. Or I should be. It doesn't really matter because the video is about to be over. But if you want me to go over any of these movies/shows in full detail, let me know in the comments below. And I'll definitely put that into work. Because there's literally so much I can say about any of these movies. But I had to cut it down so that it wasn't an hour long because nobody was going to watch that. I'm looking forward to everything Marvel has in store, and I want me my Spiderverse and my What If and my Doctor Strange. I want everything.